Um, I'm just gonna go ahead and preface it with this is probably going to be by far the most political video I make on my channel. I really have to talk about this. I think I have to talk about this because it's such a big issue and I need to give my opinion on it. And I understand that most of you don't come here for political things, and that's okay. You can skip this video if you want. You can unsubscribe if you want. But I promise you, this is probably one of the only, if not the only political video I'm going to make. So, but yeah. And I'm not looking to annoy, to hate on, or things like that. I'm just trying to give my own opinion on a situation. So, Charlotte FC have a player named Leo Abado, who is an Israeli national team player, born in Israel, played for Celtic, and then moved here after wanting to leave Celtic. Now, he left Celtic because of after the whole thing that happened in Gaza and everything and the things that are still going on. He left because of Israel and like Israeli fans and them hating on him because he is in Celtic, and then some Celtic fans hating on him because they are followers of Palestine and Palestine supporters. And I'm pretty sure there was an interview where he said he is against what happens in Israel or what Israel is doing and the war in and of itself. And he got moved here to Charlotte because he requested to be moved, and he's over here now, and he's been doing pretty well, but still people hate him here because they're like, oh, I hate you because you're Israeli. And that, to me, is something that is a horrible thing to say. Because I'm going to be fair. Okay, I'm also going to give my opinion right now because that's the only way I can argue this. I, personally, what Israel is doing is a horrible thing. But I'm sick of people acting like the Palestine government is anything better than what Israel is. They're both two governments that hate each other and want to kill their people and everything. And I do understand that there are people in Israel and Jewish people that are all for the attacks on Palestine. But I really do feel like it's a it's a very loud minority. Because you can't, and my reason for that is because people are forgetting that this government in Israel is also not a very good government. It's almost totalitarian. And people have to remember that there are actual people in that war fighting on the side of Israel that had no say in the matter or were threatened into going to war in something that they don't believe in. So I'm so sick of people hating on Israeli people, because people that are Israeli and do support what Israel is doing are scums of the earth, are horrible people. People that support Palestine also getting their hands into I want to kill Israeli people. Those people are also scums of the earth. They're horrible people. They're both horrible people. For me, in this war, there is like, I'll talk about this later because I need to really get something else off my chest. So there are Israelis that don't believe in what their government is doing. They don't think it's okay. And I'm pretty sure Leo Abda is one of these people. And I'm so tired of people hating on him and discriminating against him and everything just because he is Israeli. Because that's not okay. Okay, that's like saying, that's like back in the 1930s, 1940s, saying you hate every single German because oh, there are a loud amount of people doing something wrong means everyone in the government, in the country, is a horrible person. That's what it sounds like. And that's not the case. There are so, like what happened in Germany, there are so many people that are against what their country is doing. And but they have to do it because they're being forced to do it. Otherwise, they're going to get killed. Or their families are going to get killed. That's the situation. And I'm so tired of people saying that they're proud Palestine supporters, but they hate on absolutely every Israeli person. No one's the same. There are good people no matter what. And I don't think, and like I've said it, I don't think that Leo Abida deserves this hate. Because I'm pretty sure he is against what his country's doing. All he wants to do is play football. All he wants to do is represent the good people in his country. And like I said, but people are still hating him just because he's Israeli. You're not helping anything. Okay, just because you're hating on him because he's Israeli, you're not helping anything. He is not your enemy. The governments are your enemy. And like, it's so stupid. And I'm all down for people boycotting these major corporations to stop funding the war, setting up a peace and everything. I'm all for protest and everything to end the war, because war is a horrible thing. In war, no one wins. In war, there's always violence, there's always atrocities, there's always pain and suffering for everyone. And war is a bad thing. Because the only people that win in war are bad people that are hiding themselves behind other things. And that's happened throughout the majority of humanity. Bad people win the war, whether it's on one side or the other side. I'm all for a ceasefire. And I'm all for a world where we can all talk about, where we can all just like be able to talk out situations like this. I'm all for it. I think war is bad. Okay? I don't support the Palestinian government. I don't support the Israeli government. I support these types of people. I support the Palestinian people that are being killed, and I support Israeli people that are being forced into this horrible thing, and I support any Israeli against this. I support any Palestinian against this. I don't support Palestinian people who want to kill the Israelis. I don't agree, I don't side with Israeli people who want to kill Palestinian people. Okay? That's my opinion. And I still don't, and like I've said, this hate for Lil Abida that I've seen, and people hating on Israeli people even though they don't agree or side with their nation on this, that's not okay for you to do. Because what you're doing is hating someone for something that they are out of control and they can't control and they are completely against. But you still hate them just because of where they're from. Okay? If you're a proud Palestinian who doesn't want this war to happen, doesn't want his people to be killed, and doesn't want the opposing side's good people to be killed, if you're an Israeli who just wants the good people to not be killed and good people to thrive off of, to be able to thrive and end the war so they could live in peace, you proudly wear your flag. You proudly say that you can say you're Israeli, because you're not supporting these big governments. You're not supporting the people that hate. You're not supporting the people that want to kill the opposing side. You're just supporting any good person in your country, and on top of that, any good person in the world. And people needs to stop hating on Israeli people that don't side with their nation in the war and just want the good people to be safe and everyone else like that. That's who I side with. I side with innocent people and people being forced into something that they don't want to do. Okay, that's who I side with, and that's my final opinion. So like I said in the beginning of this video, it was going to get a little bit political, but I promise this is probably going to be the most political video I'll ever have. And if you don't agree with me, that's fine. I'd like to hear your opinion. I might like comments to tell you or clarify on my opinion. But yeah, that's really where I stand in all this. So I guess, yeah, subscribe if you haven't. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. Unsubscribe if you're not comfortable with this political talking point. It's fine. I do promise that it's not going to be a common thing. It's probably not going to be at the same severity. But if you want to unsubscribe, I completely understand. But anyways, yes, I'll see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.